So then it's all... All right, thank you very much for calling us. Amit there from Harrow. Another Ali wants to speak to us, this time from Islington. Go for it, Ali.
Okay, yeah. Hi. Firstly, I just want to say, and I don't mean to cause you any offense, but as a non-Muslim yourself, I don't know why you're always obsessed with talking about Islam and Muslims. Firstly, a woman has a right... Maajid, you know very well you're a non-Muslim, and a majority of the...
Are you excommunicating me on live on national radio?
Yeah, on national live radio, I can say clearly that you don't believe in the hellfire, you don't believe in hereafter, you're a non-Muslim, and I don't mean in a way like, oh, you're someone evil.
Let's stay calm and have this conversation, Ali. Let's stay calm and have this conversation.
I'm quite calm. Does it seem like I'm not calm?
Yeah.
I'm quite calm.
No, I'm saying it's fine. You can accuse me of all sorts of things, including excommunicating, which is a tactic that the Islamists and the jihadists do before they kill someone. But that's absolutely fine.
Okay, so basically now because I said you're a non-Muslim, all of a sudden I became a jihadi.
No, I didn't say that.
Come on, let's not put words in our mouth.
I said it's a tactic that they use before they kill someone. It's a tactic used to delegitimize someone's humanity.
No way.
Tell me, Ali, in the punishment of traditional Islam.
No. You're not gonna.
And by the way, I'll speak a bit about some of the terms in the Quran, but I want to make something absolutely clear so nobody's in any doubt. I am not a devout Muslim. I don't pray every day 5 times a day. I used to. But just to make it clear here, I'm not speaking as a religious leader nor a religious role model. The option that we had as angry young teenagers that was left to us was to arm up. And so I would carry a knife around with me everywhere I went. And so that's the knife you're referring to.
Why do you still have it, then?
So that's the question. Now to the question. I had to say that because I don't want people to think that I can be violent, but I'm not a violent person. So the reason I carry it around with me still is because
you have it by your bedside.
Sorry.
You haven't got it strapped behind your back right now. Yeah.
It's in my drawer.
In case the questions get too difficult.
It's in my drawer next to my bed, in the desk, in the writing desk. And the reason it's still there is because I developed a perverse bond with this thing. I bought it on a school trip to the Lake District, and I bought it for protection. But I developed this perverse dependence on it. It was before I was in any way religious at all. So as I've said in Radical, I ended up relying more on this thing than even God, because it was the thing that was going to save me. And I suppose if anyone's got
I think that we agree on more things than we disagree on. Like I disagree with you that some thing in the sky spoke to his angel and sent his angel to some guy in a cave. I disagree with you on that.
This whole term that Islamists have invented, which doesn't exist in the Quran, about practicing and non-practicing Muslim. This is an innovation. This word practicing doesn't exist in the scripture. So I think the way in which they label people is very divisive.
Okay, we're going to leave it there.
Yet I also stand here before you as a Muslim. I stand here as well before you as a secularist. Hold on, I'll ask you a question. We've got around 3 million Muslims in Britain. I'm one of them.
Or more.
Yeah.
I think more.
All right. I'm one of them. And you're calling in on my show. Do you feel threatened by me in any way?
Absolutely, yeah. Because if I went to Pakistan, of course. If I went to Pakistan, you would not get an English guy running a radio show in Pakistan, especially not an English.
Hold on, Paul. What on earth have I done to threaten you right now on this show?
Because Islam is taking ground step by step. They're getting MPs, they're taking over radio shows, they're building mosques, they're bringing people in, their numbers are increasing. They're doing a job on us and they want to take over this country. They're taking from us every day. They're milking a benefit system for all the work, all these Muslim immigrants. And we've got to stop Islam before it takes over this country. It's a takeover movement. It's a political movement, Islam. It's not a religion. It's called Islamism. Islam believes in Sharia law, and they want to take over this country. And someone's got to.
People who belong to the Liberal Democrats to be accused of belonging to the global ideological Muslim Ummah. What you've done there, Paul, though, is a fantastic.
I think that we agree on more things than we disagree on. Like I disagree with you that some thing in the sky spoke to his angel and sent his angel to some guy in a cave. I disagree with you on that in that regard. But I agree with you.
That's assuming I believe in that.